evening. I just noticed that I put in for 7:30 a.m. So if you met me this morning at 7:30 a.m., you would have met an empty live, right? But nonetheless, here I am. It's 7:30 p.m. and today is Shamanic Journey number 53 to our ancestral healing. So I want to welcome everybody here this evening. And if you're not here live now, and you can catch the replay and share in some of the insight of some of the information that I'd like to share this week. As we progress or move forward in our lives, we're met with different challenges and different issues that, come again, as I always say, in a cyclical manner. We retrace and revisit things that we once dealt with in the past, and we sometimes are faced with handling them once again. Today, the subject of ancestral healing is interesting because it refers to a type of spiritual healing that involves or acknowledges things that happen outside of ourselves, our ancestors, right? Things that happen on our mother's side and things that happen on our father's side, and how these things are passed down to us through our own cellular memories and not even sometimes our own experiences. Of course, we can come from homes where there's dysfunction and there's trauma that takes place, and we can feel them as children on some of the issues that our own parents didn't take care of that we feel, and then it becomes our issues to then deal with. But there are issues that take place from ancestors prior to the generation that we've lived with or had any encounters with. And these types of encounters are basically cellular experiences called epigenetics, which means that they're passed down from one generation to the next or inherited. That's why sometimes you see people, for example, like Holocaust survivors, the children themselves of Holocaust survivors don't really investigate what their parents felt or the issues that they never spoke of. But what happens is the generation thereafter somehow picks up on this energy field and has to deal with these issues. And they have this sense of sadness, remorse, or revisiting things that weren't handled in the family. You look at alcoholism, how alcoholism can be passed down from one family generation to the next. On a cellular level, right? It becomes something in the family. And so we have these types of things that manifest themselves on a level of the physical, but also the emotional, right? When it becomes to the physical, we actually, if you look at metaphysically of how the body manifests specific ailments or specific issues from generations, if you look at the left side of your body, any type of issue that is on the left side has to do with the mother side, with the feminine. And the deeper it goes, the further it goes, the deeper it goes back along the ancestral line. So if you look at the toes or the feet, it's usually something buried deep within the family that usually winds up finding its way into the lowest part of the body. On the right side, you have the masculine, and that's the issues from your father or your father's side. And so we have the body showing itself through the physical and also experiencing certain emotional feelings that I've just mentioned before. It becomes somewhat of a juggling act for us to figure these things out, or sometimes it's better left unsaid for some people. But the actual healing comes when we acknowledge and our intention to heal and move away from the energies that no longer serve us. So, by the time we become aware that this is within us, we're likely to begin the healing process, right? We're on the road to starting to heal. Just the sense of acknowledgement. So the next step is taking the journey itself and being brave enough and courageous enough to actually do the work, so that you don't pass on the same issues that were unresolved to the next generation. It would be too much of a burden for us not to do the work and then give it to the next generation to have a double or a whammy of all these experiences that they will eventually feel. And there'll always be somebody in a family who will be that old soul who will have the drive and the desire to uncover things that others weren't able to do or didn't have the insight, or they didn't have the resources to do it, right? A lot of times people are traumatized and they go through stressful situations. And that's not an excuse. It's the inability to actually digest or be able to see things from a higher perspective. And so what we do here today, what I'd like to do is a ancestral healing journey where we go on a journey, a guided meditation, where you have your eyes closed as we've been doing, and we'll go on a path and see which way you decide to walk today. You'll pay attention to the words that I speak and concentrate on where you're walking and what information you receive. What's important is the fact of surrendering and allowing yourself just to receive information by surrendering, not judging any information that you get, not fishing for information, not looking. It'll all come to you if you're in a state of receptivity, as I mentioned before, or I've mentioned in past journeys. So what I'd like to do today is you could either lie down or you can sit up, preferably have your eyes closed. You can cover your eyes so there's no extraneous light shining on your face. And we will journey to ancestral healing. Okay, so get comfortable, wherever that may be. Either sit up again with your eyes closed or lie down with your eyes closed and cover your eyes and see if you can do that, if you can find a place. And we will go on our journey. So we're going to close our eyes, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. We walk into our beautiful forest. The sun is shining. Its rays make it through the top of the trees above. And as we walk, we take a deep breath in, and we can smell the fresh pine and the flowers that are blossoming. And as we walk this path, we look up ahead. And we see a fork in the road. We have the option to either go left or to go right. The left side takes us to the issues of our mother. And the right takes us to the issues of our father. Which path are you drawn to? Take that path. And as you walk on that path, you deep breath. And you continue walking. Up ahead in the distance is an opening that leads into a cave. You follow that opening and walk in. And as you walk in, you see a glimmer of light on the floor. And you follow that until it gets brighter. And as you follow the light, you come out on the other side. Where are you? Right, and you're met with a spirit animal. What animal do you see? ancestral healing do I need to address? What issues have been handed down from one generation to the next? And you listen. breath in and exhale. And you thank whatever spirit animal came your way and any information you received. And you turn back and look for the cave. And as you enter the cave, you follow the light that leads you back to your original path. You take the original path back as you take a deep breath in. And depending upon which fork in the road you chose, turn back onto the original path. And as you walk that original path, to the right is a large oak tree. You stop in front of the tree and you put your arms around it. Exchange energy as the tree removes the positive ions and cleanses your body. You feel the energy go through you as you thank the tree. You remove your hands and walk out of the forest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Move your fingers, move your toes, shrug your shoulders, and when you're ready, come back into the room. Okay, that was Shamanic Journey number 53 to healing our ancestral issues. So a lot of the stuff that we experience in our life might not be our doing, but it's our responsibility if we want to help rehabilitate our future generations by at least investigating and beginning the ancestral healing. All right, it's part of our journey in life. It's part of teaching us a lesson of how to help those that came before us, because a lot of the times people didn't have the skills. That's not to make excuses for people. It's just that we have the opportunity now to know a lot more. And for that end of it, we have the opportunity to heal ourselves, heal the past, and heal future generations. And so if we do this work and we investigate and we look into the places in our lives where we've been affected or we've impacted others, both on a physical and an emotional level, then we take ownership and we somehow stop the bleeding that's unnecessary. So I hope you were able to receive some information. I hope that you're able to sit with some of the thoughts that you had and have the courage to at least investigate them. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share in this time with you, and that we meet next week. Probably next week I'll also do a group healing. One of the days, I'll let you know. I'll post that on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you liked this session, please give it a like. And I hope you have an enlightened week coming up. And Go easy on yourself. And remember, I always say, and I haven't said in a while, to nature, right? To nurture nature, right? Because nature nurtures us. And so have a blessed week, and thank you for joining me.